And so, for the damages he caused to our dear Lord Otto von Bergow, he is sentenced to be hanged by the neck until dead!
Stop! You can't execute this man. He's a noble. Captain Thomas here will testify that we're messengers from Ratov.
What is this nonsense, for Christ's sake?
It's true. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Deal with it, for God's sake!
But sir, the captain...
What the hell is going on?
It was just a...
That's for me to judge. Take him down!
Please, accept my apologies, sir. And that of my chamberlain, too. Is that not so, Ulrich? Anyway, let us leave this misunderstanding aside and get to the point.
Sir Hanush, Sir Radzig, and other lords take the view that the situation has got out of control. And that's of no benefit to anyone in Bohemia, neither Wenceslas's supporters or the League of Lords.
Sir Hanush and Sir Radzig are right. There is disorder and anarchy in the land. Bandits riding roughshod all over. As we all know, to our cost.
We've had plenty of experience of that at home too, sir. Only a short time ago we had to deal with a similar band.
Then you will surely understand that before I begin debating who would be the better king, I must sweep my own doorstep. Only I'm damned if I know how to do that, since those bastards have wiped out half of my garrison, including my captain.
If I may be so bold, sir, you're not the only one. We also have a score to settle with them, so Henry and I will gladly help you.
Is that so? Now that is what I call the words of a knight, Sir Hans.
Right now, we've got a common enemy. So we have common interests, too.
So then, sir, may we be of assistance to you?
Indeed, you may. I need to muster sufficient reserves to deal with those outlaws once and for all. I'm summoning my vassals here to Trosky. And since I don't have many men left to send as messengers, I will gladly accept your help.
Just say the word, sir. Where should we go?
You'll go to Nebakov, a small castle, or rather fortress among the cliffs. The yeoman there, Jaromir Nebak, is an old hardhead and may not be very willing to fulfill his obligations. It would be useful if an eloquent noble like yourself visited him to explain him clearly why I need his whole garrison. And now I shall entrust you to the care of Ulrich here. And I shall look forward to the good tidings you bring me from Nebakov. Go with God, gentlemen.
Thank you for everything, sir. The Lord be with you.
Greetings. Do you need something?
I'm here for some horse tack. I hear you have something for me.
Well, fuck me blind. You got out of jail yesterday and today you've got a horse. Fuck, I wouldn't mind having your kind of luck. But you're fucking things up for me and making a mess. And I don't want to get a whipping on your account. I've got the tack ready, but I've been ordered to show you our herring first. You can take him, they said. So kindly take a look at him in the stable here and tell me if you want him or not. Take care.
I took a look at herring.
And?
A nice animal, but I'll keep my own.
Never mind looking a gift horse in the mouth, you flat out refuse to accept one. You're lost though, pal. Actually, now we've got to know each other, I want to let you in on this little scheme. We could both get something out of it. But you'd have to keep it to yourself. What do you say? Can you keep your mouth shut when coin's at stake?
Look, first, I'm a guest here. And second, it's not long ago that I was locked up. And I don't intend to let that happen again.
Pity. But I know what you mean. No hard feelings. Now let's forget all about it and get back to the reason you came. You know how to ride and control a horse?
Ah, don't worry. I'm right at home with horses. I learned to ride with cumans on my tail, and arrows whistling past my head. A tough school it was.
Well, I'll be damned. I never heard such a thing before. But even an experienced horseman like you needs equipment, as you well know. You can tack him up yourself, right?
Sure. Thanks.
Later, my friend.
There now.
I'm glad you're here. I needed to catch a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to here with that Chamberlain Stauffenberg, or whatever the bastard's name is.
Ah, fuck him. We're here on account of von Bergow. I have a feeling he won't be giving him a pat on the back either for the way he treated us.
I suppose you're right. But I won't be fucking humiliated. A jump-top tosser like that isn't going to get high-handed with the Lord of Perkstein.
I agree. Although, the Lord of Perkstein can also act pretty haughty at times.
Look, I know I behaved like an idiot, but...
Nah, don't worry about it. It's water under the bridge.
I'm in your debt. Talking of debts, there's one more we need to settle. Both of us. That herbwoman, Bozhena, really helped us after that ambush. If it hadn't been for her, we wouldn't have survived.
Aye. You're right.
I gave her my word. And the word of a noble must be kept, as we both know.
Don't worry about it. I took care of it on behalf of both of us.
You did? My word, Henry. You are a true bellator. Only half by birth, but your heart is filled with blue blood.
Thanks, Hans.
How is she getting on, actually? I hope she hasn't had any trouble on account of us.
Not on account of us, no. But... well, it's a complicated story. And not a pleasant one.
Jesus. I'm sorry to hear that. But right now, I'm not in the mood for sad stories. You can tell me another time, but now Nebakov awaits us. It's high time we set out so we can get back before nightfall. Carpe diem.
I'm ready.
Let's mount up then. God bless.
God be with you. Keep your eyes on the road, you fool!
It's nice to be out under the open sky. I was feeling really cramped in those gloomy corridors up there. But I can't deny this is a real fucking castle. I've never seen anything like it before. Perkstein is just a little fortress in comparison. Von Bergow certainly knows how to make an impression.
That's true. Von Bergow must be loaded.
I expect the office of the Royal Chamberlain is a nice earner. Or maybe he shits gold ingots. Fuck. This place makes me feel queasy. Memento mori. I could have croaked here and gone off to join my old man in eternity. God rest his soul, and he'd ask me, "So, son, what great deeds have you achieved in life?" And I'd have to tell him, "Well, Pa, I fucked everything up royally, and then they hanged me for poaching." Christ on a stick. I can't have that. When I go to the next life, I need to have something better to tell. A whole lot better.
I reckon it'll be some time yet before you go to the next life and face judgment. Audentes fortuna juvat, remember?
Or I've got a guardian angel by the name of Henry.
It's a shame I lost my flaming sword, though.
Damn it. I need to get my mind on other things. and get the feeling I'm living. Let's really spur these horses on, eh? What'd you say?
How can I refuse you anything?
There's a junction beyond Troskowitz with a roadside chapel. Whoever reaches it first wins. So, get ready, forward!
Go!
Go! Show what you're made of! Race with the wind!
Quick! Go! Just a bit further. Go!
Christ, yeah. Oh, I needed that. My head feels a lot clearer now.
I'm glad to hear it.
Thanks for riding with me, old pal.
Think nothing of it. But watch out next time. I won't hold back.
You never give up. That's what I like most about you.
So, what now, Hans?
Like I say, I can see everything clearer now. And the thing that's clearest to me is I won't be trifled with anymore. I'm the Lord of fucking Perkstein. Let everyone know who they have the honor of addressing.
I'm with you on that, noble sir.
Splendid. So, forward to Nebakov. The sooner we get that out of the way, the sooner we can finally start dealing with more important matters. O dentes fortuna juvat! We turn right here.
I was thinking about our mission. What do you think of our prospects with von Bergow?
Well, we haven't got off to the best start, have we? But I'll do everything in my power to ensure we succeed. Hanush, Radzig and Jobst are depending on us. If they thought it was a lost cause, they wouldn't have sent me. They'd have sent, you know, someone less important. That's diplomacy in a nutshell. If you're serious about something, you send someone important to add gravity and show respect.
And why am I here?
Maybe it's already known that you're Radzig's son and ward. So not just Hanush, but Radzig too sent someone important to him. That speaks for itself.
Interesting idea. I like it. I feel a bit better. Like I belong somewhere and can do something big.
Exactly. Nobility brings responsibility. Never forget that.
I'm glad you feel better.
So am I, my friend. So am I. We still have lots to do before we go back to Ratai. And I was afraid, you know, that I'd fuck it up. And I almost did, but I'm not afraid anymore. Now I see it as an opportunity and a challenge. Any old fool can manage simple tasks, but hard ones, they require a man like Sir Hans Capon of Leipa and Perkstein.
And Henry of Skalitz.
Aye, he faces the hardest tasks of all. Nebakov is not far now. The fortress stands on a rocky outcrop. We'll have to go round, so we should be careful. Our mission will be taking us around a pond, and we know what happened last time. So get ready. As soon as we cross the stream, we'll give the horses a gallop again. Turn left here! Nice fortress! I like the way it's concealed. Nicely situated on an outcrop, with a mighty tower and only one approach road. Easy to defend, with a view of the whole valley and its approaches. A well-chosen site.
Are you an expert on fortress construction?
You could say that. It's part of a nobleman's and a warrior's upbringing. Hanush forced me to listen to those teachings from Bernard and others, and I'm glad he did. When I think about it, unquestionably learning feeds a man's soul, but right now my belly needs feeding. So I hope Sir Jaromir is well stocked. Von Bergov's morning feast set a high bar, after all.
Hearing you spout wisdom is entertaining, but not enough to make me forget my ass is sore. It's a good thing we're almost there.
Sacre, Henry, a short ride like this and you've had enough? I was just thinking about heading off to see the world once we've sent Sigismund packing and restored order in the land. I'd like to visit the Holy Land, for instance, and kneel before the Holy Sepulchre. I'd bring back earth from Golgotha for the family tomb, to improve Father's prospects in the hereafter. Whew. So you'd better toughen up that arse of yours, so you can make it to Constantinople at least, without whining. Can you see what I see? Fuck! What a lot of horses! They must have cost a fortune. Perhaps he married off his daughter well. Or von Bergow is paying Nebak a tidy annuity, but kept it quiet from us.
So, we're here. What now, Sir Hans?
Now, I expect someone will come to greet us. And hopefully not like they did in Trosky.
Hey! So Jaromir don't receive visitors. You'll have to leave.
I beg your pardon. See to it that he receives me immediately.
Can't be done. Sorry about that.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Lipa, and I am here with a message from Lord von Bergow. So get to it. And if you keep me waiting here much longer, you'll be sorry.
Please be patient for a while, sir.
My word. You got a sharp tongue sometimes. But what if he won't receive us?
He will. Just wait and see.
Come along. Sir Jaromir will be here any moment.
See?
The Lord Jesus Christ be praised.
Forever and ever.
Please excuse our precautions, gentlemen. These are evil times. Well then, Jaromir of Nebakov at your service. And whom do I have the honor of welcoming to my humble seat?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I am honored, Sir Jaromir. Sir Otto von Bergow asked me to convey to you his cordial greetings, and to parley with you in the matter of the security of this domain.
Certainly, certainly. These are troubled times indeed. Please accept my hospitality, sir. You're surely thirsty after your journey, and you'll have greater comfort in the tower.
An excellent idea. If I may ask that our horses may not be neglected either.
Pelzel, you heard his lordship.
But I've already got 15 animals to deal with. Why doesn't Hurtle do it?
Hurtle has other duties. Stop griping and get to it.
15 horses? My word, sir. You must be doing all right for yourself.
Not entirely. But fortune smiled on me for once at least.
On me too, one could say. I suppose she's doing the rounds in these parts. So, tell me, sir, how did you achieve what you have?
Well, it's a long, complicated story. But I'm guessing von Bergow didn't send you here to find out how well off I am. Or did he?
No, he didn't. I apologize, Sir Jaromir. So, let's proceed to the real reason he sent us. Henry, be prepared. I won't keep Sir Jaromir very long.
Certainly.
Michael, you take Henry here under your wing and make sure he's well taken care of.
Certainly. Henry, eh? Michael's my name, and I welcome you to our little place.
It's not the fanciest fortress ever, but you know, I like it here. It serves us well. How was your journey? All good?
Aye. Lovely country. A feast for the eyes.
Well, that's nice to hear, especially from someone from far-off parts. But I must say, my throat is dry. And maybe yours too, eh? Come along with me. We'll soon fix that. I'll make you feel at home and we can have a chat. As I said, the fortress may be small, but the work never stops. Right now, we're repairing the fortifications down there, so don't get under the lad's feet. But you can drop in on Pelzel and check how he's looking after your horses. We're rolling some dice, eh? We've got none of guesswork, so don't all be shy. Invite him to play if he finds himself at a loose end. At least he'll show you how your betters play.
Right you are, Michael. You can rely on me.
And you, Ertel, have you got shit for brains? They've got a guess, for fuck's sake.
I'm sorry, Michael. I didn't know.
Shut your gob and attend to your duties.
Right, I'm going.
So you've heard then. I hope you
have a
won't
kind
disappoint
master.
Vert and pass some time with him.
I'd love to have a game.
Glad to hear it. You're a good lad. I can tell just by looking at you. His work has some polished badges. I'm sure he'd love to take a look at yours. You'll find him over there at the table. He's there pretty much all day. I'll keep telling him. Your arse will wear a hole down there one day, and you'll fall down in it. Dice and all. But now to the important business. There's a bite to eat on the table and something to wash it down with, so help yourself. And I'll be happy to chew the fat. I'm sure you've got loads of stories. I heard Lord von Bergow himself sent you. So, what has he sent you with?
That's for their lordships to know. Not me.
Aye. No one tells us commoners anything. Typical lords. But you must have heard something. You know how it goes. You've got ears, ain't you?
Well, if you ask me, von Bergow wants to strike at the bandits. So he's putting an army together.
Now you're talking. It's about time. They've been causing trouble around these parts as well. How many men does Lord von Bergow have?
I don't know. Trosky is so big, I couldn't guess how many men there are there.
Well, hopefully enough. I bet my left nut Lord Jaromir will send me. Tell me one thing, though. Because I can't wrap my head around it. Why didn't von Bergow send one of his own instead of some Lord of Perkstein and his escort?
Well, I suppose he wanted to show respect to Lord Jaromir. So he didn't send just anyone.
Ah, the way of the nobles. Not something I know much about, but you do, it seems. So your master, Lord Capon of Perkstein, is somehow significant.
One day he'll inherit several castles and a lot of wealth.
Well, best stick with him until that happens. And you're his what? Page? Servant?
His escort. I give advice when he asks for it. But mostly I take care of his security.
Fair enough. I get it. I used to travel with Lord Jaromir, but he barely travels these days, so I don't get out much.
Lord Capon is always getting up to something.
Well, I envy you a bit. But hey, we've had a nice chat. And since you're here, what would you say to a bit of a friendly duel? You've got time to kill, and me too. Let's do something to shorten it. We can do something dignified. We'll clash arms for the glory of our masters. You for yours, me for mine.
I accept your offer. I'd fight for Lord Capon any time and any place.
Then you're the right man in the right place. Get your kit ready, and we can get stuck in.
Let's do it, Michael.
You don't have to ask twice. We've got some blunt old weapons for practice here, so we'll use them. We don't want to hack each other to pieces, do we?
That's sensible.
We'll do it in the little courtyard behind the gate. Tell me what weapon you want, and we'll get cracking.
Give me a longsword.
You must fancy yourself a master swordsman. I can't wait to see what you can do with it. Give me a moment. I'll put my gear on. Well then. Ready?
Let's go. Glory to Lord Capon.
Fight for us, Michael.
Give
Otto von Bergow sent us. Smash him, whack him, whack him! Careful with that,
Jesus! I'm hit!
Fight for us, Michael.
Whack him! Whack him! Let him have it, Michael. Whack him! Whack him!
I hope nobody gets badly wounded.
Jesus! I'm hit!
Fight for us, Michael.
Taste my steel!
They're going at it just like real knights.
Let him have it, Michael. Let him have it, Michael.
Fight for us, Michael.
No chance!
Keep it up, youngster. Smash him, Michael. Let's see what you're Glory to Nebakov.
A good fight. An honourable.
Yeah, I'd say. I haven't had such a good stretch in a long time.
Lord Capon's honour has been defended.
That it has. Didn't expect you to take me down like that. All honour to you, Henry. Here you go. Something to remember Nebakov by on your journeys with Sir Capon. You won fair and square. If you're feeling a bit sore, go and see Klara. She'll be in that house beneath the smithy beyond the gate, I reckon. She'll be happy if you show her where it hurts. I might have said this already, but if you've got nothing on your plate, you can have a game of dice's work, or try Pelzel in the stables. I'm sure he'd love to show you how we hold races to pass the time. And if you want to train some other battle skills, you can practice archery with Mark. I reckon you'll find him on the gate.
Here, Mutt.
Greetings. Do you need something?
Well, it's nice to meet someone from the trade. I'm also a blacksmith.
Is that so? Good lord, I wouldn't have expected that. You must have had a slice of luck to be hanging out with nobles. Me and my brother wanted to get out of the smithing trade, but something always brought us back. I'm Steer. Pleased to meet you, sir.
Henry. How's trade? The plates here. Is that your work?
Well, I wish. If I could make stuff like that, me and my brother wouldn't be stuck here. We just keep it in good nick. Mend it when the lads get it beat up, which they do all the time.
Tell me about it. I've straightened bent nails and knives and saws till I couldn't see straight. Folks don't take care of things, and then they're surprised.
You took the words out of my mouth. Then it's work from dawn to dusk, day in, day out. And if you saw the work waiting for me down below and in the tower, no end to it.
Hold on. I'll go down there and help you out. The work will go faster with an extra pair of hands.
No, don't go anywhere. What I mean is, thanks for the offer. But we can't have a guest working here, can we? And besides, you get in the way down there. They're working on the fortifications. Better go and play dice with Twerk or something. Make the most of your free time till your lord gets back.
All right. Whatever you say. I just wanted to help.
Oh, I know you did. But I can manage by myself. Really. Let's leave it at that.
Greetings, sir.
You've come a long way to visit us, so I reckon we ought to show our hospitality properly. We could practice archery together. What do you say?
Sure. I'd love to.
I was hoping you'd say that. The targets are beneath the ramparts, so we'll shoot from the gallery. The rest is easy. I'll give you some arrows, you lean out from the battlements, and shoot at the target till you run out. The closer to the bullseye, the higher the score. And an extra 3 points to the one who shoots all his arrows first. And the one with the most points at the end wins. Stands to reason. If you beat me, I'll give you one of our best crossbows, so you don't badmouth us to his lordship.
Yeah, that sounds like a challenge. I accept.
Now, just tell me what you want to shoot with.
Longbows are for villagers. Gentlemen shoot crossbows.
Whatever you say. Let's do it then.
Archers get set. And loose.
That wasn't too bad. Not going to win at this.
God be with you. Keep the peace. We're very friends.
Target for one. At least we did this in time, eh? You moved the target, admit it! Stone me, sir. I never expected you'd be such a sharp shooter. Admirable. And here's the gift I promised, sir. You earned it, fair and square.
Thanks. The pleasure was all mine.
If you want to try it out straight away, just say the word. In any case, you'll find me round that corner there. I'll wait there so you don't have to go all the way to the gate, if you fancy shooting some more.
God bless. Well, I never. The great warrior himself has come to visit. I can't remember the last time anyone beat Michael. You didn't hold back.
Well, you didn't make it easy. And that's good. I don't like fighting with wretches who haven't a chance in hell.
It's a shame there aren't more like you. Now, let's have a look. What kind of hosts would we be if I sent you back to your lord in that state?
Oh, thanks. Well, I certainly can't refuse care from a lovely lass like yourself.
Well, I've done what I could. Better now?
Aye. Much better. Thanks a lot.
I'm glad. Will you tell me who you are?
Henry. Lord Capon's retainer. We're on a mission from Lord von Bergow.
Oh, I'm Klara. Nice to meet you, Sir Knight.
My sword is at your service, miss.
Blimey! No one's ever said anything like that to me before. But it's not your sword I need so much as your legs.
My legs?
I have to go and get fresh herbs for our sick folks. It's not far, but I'll be grateful for an escort and protector. And if you tell me about your chivalrous deeds, it'll shorten the time.
I will be only too happy to escort such a comely maid.
Comely? You'll make me blush. Come on then, let's go. If I don't get back soon, the sick will start to treat themselves with schnapps, and that wouldn't do. Shall we go? Our little fortress doesn't impress you much, I suppose. You must be used to real castles. Actually, that's why I'm so pleased you're here. A bit of excitement at last. Tell me more about knights. Or better still, about yourself. Where have you been? What have you seen?
Now that you mention castles, I conquered one once. The enemy took it by a ruse, and we couldn't let that go unanswered. I found a great scholar and got him to build us a trebuchet. Then we bombarded the castle. They didn't surrender, so brute force was required. Smash down the gate, ladders up to the ramparts, and so on.
Aye, when brains fall short, brawn has to step in. Tell me more, please.
All right, then. Some time ago, my native region, far from here, was plagued by a gang of bandits. I tracked them, and it wasn't easy, until I found their secret stronghold in an abandoned village. A battle broke out. I fought my way to the loft of a run-down church. There, I found their leader and killed him in a duel.
You really aren't any run-of-the-mill man-at-arms. At least I have nothing to fear when I'm with you. Thank you for telling me your stories. It's nothing like my life.
Horses here, more in the stables, and a big corral with even more outside the village. That's a lot more than I'd expect here. I wonder where Lord Nebak got them all. Maybe that Pelzer will know.
This really is a lovely spot. If it was up to me, I'd just lie down in the grass and take it easy. But I can't.
Why not?
I have to gather herbs to treat the wounded. When the ointments and concoctions run out, they reach for the liquor. And if his lordship found out I was dawdling, he'd have my guts for garters.
Does the Yaramir treat you badly?
Not at all. He's a good master, but strict, I can't lie. Still, now you're here, you can help me with those herbs. Then maybe we'll find a moment.
For dawdling? I can.
Maybe I'll tell you some stories in return.
I know quite a bit about herbs, I think. So just tell me what's wrong with your lads, and I'll come up with a remedy.
Really? So tell me how to treat fever, say, or shortness of breath.
In that case, you'll need sage and chamomile, maybe some poppy or marigold, am I right?
Aye, exactly right. I've got enough chamomile. It's the rest I need. Above all, the marigold. Since you know all about it, you'll be back in a jiffy, won't you? It all grows in the glade here, but sometimes it takes a while to find.
I think I'll manage. I've got everything.
Wonderful. Thanks a lot. You've really helped me out.
You promised you'd tell me something.
I will. Don't worry. But first I want to show you something. Hurry.
Now tell me what's so important that you couldn't tell me back there in the glade.
I wanted to give you a riddle.
A riddle? Why?
You'll know soon enough. Now listen. I bloom in silence, a petal's grace, a delicate charm in a hidden place, a whispered scent, a subtle ploy. What am I, elusive and coy? Solve this riddle, unlock the joy.
The only petal I see here is called Klara.
The right answer. And now for your reward. I hope they didn't hear us in the fortress. People wouldn't half talk. If you're as good as that on the battlefield, may God have mercy on your enemies.
I'm not so considerate on the battlefield, because as a true knight, I must do everything I can for a damsel in distress.
You'll soon be a begging knight if you carry on like that.
What do you mean?
Well, I can grind the seeds and the like, but not every damsel in distress knows the recipe.
I suppose we should go back.
Well, can't be helped. Pass me my clothes, please.
Sure. I should get dressed too.
Farewell for now, Henry, and thanks for your help.
Hey, sir, got a moment? I'm going into the woods to collect dead wood, if you know what I mean.
Aye. Dead wood for kindling. You can never have enough of that. The nights can be cold, can't they? Very wise.
Hey, sir, hear me out, please.
All right. I'm all ears.
It's a good thing you're here, sir. You ain't local, are you? I've never seen you or the other gent who came with you.
That's right. We're not from round here. We came to see Sir Jaromir on Lord von Bergow's business.
That's just it. I ain't seen Sir Jaromir in ages. Them new men-at-arms are in charge now. They told us they're Sir Jaromir's friends guarding the fortress against the bandits in these parts. But there aren't half a lot of them, sir. Day and night they come and go, and there never was that many men-at-arms here long as I can remember. Oh, shit. I think some guards are coming this way. They mustn't see me, otherwise I'll be for it. Mark my words, sir. Something ain't right here.
Huh? I heard something suspicious here. It would never have occurred to me that it was you, sir. You shouldn't be creeping through the undergrowth like that. Someone might mistake you for a hare and shoot you. And that would be most unfortunate.
No, I'm perfectly all right. And I don't like people creeping up on me. On your way.
You're an honored guest. You shouldn't be creeping through the undergrowth like some wild boar. All your needs will be taken care of in the fortress, as hospitality demands.
Lovely horses you have here.
Aye, right beauties, ain't they?
There must be more of them than men in the fortress. That many horses must have cost a fortune.
That's right. Sir Jaromir had a stroke of luck.
What stroke of luck was that?
Look, this is noble's business. I shouldn't go flapping my lips about it.
So there is something dodgy about it, eh?
Bollocks! It's all above board, especially our horses. Why not do something for your own lord's honour instead of insulting my lord's honour? We sometimes have this little race. You've got a horse, so you can show us your riding skills, eh?
Don't try that on with me. I'm the retainer of Lord Capon of Perkstein. So bear that in mind and start talking.
Beg pardon, sir.
The horses. Where did Lord Nebak get them?
All right, if you insist. Well, lucky for him, but not so lucky for others. we came across a bunch of them bandits who prey on folk here. We tore into them and hacked them to pieces. A couple of our lads didn't make it. God rest their souls. But we kicked their asses, and we took their horses. They had loads of them. Who knows where they got them, but that's by the by now.
Where did you fight with them?
Not far from the stream that feeds into Nebakov Pond. They were just watering their horses when we charged them.
Good for you.
Too right. It wasn't easy.
I see. Take good care of those horses, then.
I will. And you, sir. Maybe I mentioned it before, but if you're at a loose end, the horses need to stretch their legs a bit. You could help us out. Just a little race around the area. It would do the horses good. And you, too. And if you managed to beat our lad, you wouldn't go away empty-handed.
What does that Pelzer eat? His breath stinks.
It looks like Lord Nebak has some prisoners.
Huh?
What do you want now? You've already taken everything I have. Sooner or later, Otto von Bergow will find out the truth and have you all hanged, believe you me.
Hold on. You've got me mixed up with someone. It was Lord von Bergow who sent me here.
What? If you're not one of those cutthroats, what are you doing here?
I swear by all that's holy, I came from Trosky on a mission from Lord von Bergow.
Thank God. Fortune smiles on me. I'm Jaromir Nebak. You gallop back to Trosky and tell Sir Otto that bandits have seized the fortress and are holding me captive. Tell him to bring an army and put an end to their mischief.
How did they take the fortress, then?
We don't have time for storytelling, for Christ's sake. If they catch you here, all will be lost. Hurry back to Trosky.
Well, Lord von Bergow is bound to ask me that, and I don't want to just stand there gaping like a stuffed owl.
Well, all right. It was a stormy night. Somehow they managed to climb the cliff, I suppose. They just suddenly appeared in the fortress, that's all. They wiped out my guards, burst into the tower. They took us by complete surprise. I didn't have many men, and most of them died before they could draw their swords. They took me captive. This is all that's left of us. Now you know. So what are you waiting for? Go to Sir Otto.
When we arrived, their leader pretended to be you and tried to deceive us.
The bastard!
Who is he?
I haven't a clue. I've never seen him before, and he didn't bother to introduce himself. His men call him Captain. But the way he behaves and speaks, I reckon he's high-born. Now, stop wasting time. Go and tell Otto von Bergow.
I'll tell Lord von Bergow everything. You can depend on me, sir.
God bless you. Now go.
I can't go straight away. I have to wait till my lord's meeting is over. Otherwise, it would be suspicious.
For God's sake, at least get your horses ready then, so you can leave at once. God be with you.
At a loose end, sir?
It's a good thing you've come. We're all finished here. Now back to Trosky. Time to get back in the saddle. Excellent! My favourite retainer and protector just when I need him. The mission is fulfilled. It was a good meeting. In fact, we had a nice long chat. Sir Jaromir is a pleasant fellow, and he promised to send some men to help Lord von Bergow, of course. So we got what we came for. What about you? Did you have fun?
Fucking hell, Hans. You can be glad you're alive.
Is there something wrong?
You bet there is. The whole fortress has been taken over by bandits. They attacked it and took Sir Jaromir prisoner. They're pretending to be his garrison. And you didn't speak to Nebak, but to their chief. Thank Christ they didn't take you prisoner as well.
What?
I found the real Nebak in jail. I swear to God it's all true. We have to disappear as quickly as possible, before they take us captive as well.
Oh, shit! Well, then we better leave right now. You can explain it properly on the way. Oh, this place again. Oh, it makes my blood run cold. But it's good we're back safe. I was somewhat afraid they might send someone after us. Especially after what you said on the way about Sir Jaromir being a prisoner. It was clever of you to sniff out the deception, Henry. I take my hat off to you. Lord von Bergow must be informed.
Of course. Let's see him at once.
Welcome back, Sir Hans. Henry?
Greetings, sir.
I'm glad you got back safe and sound. Now let's get down to business. Lord Capon, what news do you bring from Sir Jaromir? How many of his men can I count on?
None, my lord. The situation is worse than you can imagine. Nebakov fortress has been taken over by bandits, and Sir Jaromir is their prisoner.
What?
Their leader posed as Sir Jaromir. While I negotiated with him, Henry found out the truth.
They attacked the fortress at night. They managed to climb the rock in the lower part of the fortress and scale the fortifications. Sir Jaromir and his garrison had no chance.
A bold move, that. It's a pity the bastards didn't break their necks trying. But their luck has run out now. I shall make sure of that.
The bandits' leader is some nobleman. But that's all Sir Jaromir knows about him. He's never seen him in these parts before.
Of course their leader is a nobleman. Who else would be able to plan and execute such a conquest?
Sir Jaromir urgently requests that you send a force to Nebakov and free him.
I will, of course. The news might actually be better than it seems. At last we know where to strike. They thought they would gain a foothold, but instead they walked into a trap. Nebakov will be easy to besiege. We will set out when we have enough men mustered. That heap of sticks will not last a day against my knights.
You can count on us, sir.
I should hope so. I'm sure young Lord Capon is eager to demonstrate his valor in the field. And just maybe, Henry, you will win your knight's spurs.
We will support you in the field, of course. But before we take the fortress, I'm very keen to finish the business we came about.
There will be time enough for that. There are several loose ends to tidy up before we attack Nebakov. You have proved yourselves most capable. So I will let you take care of it. We caught one of those bastards who ambushed us.
What? How?
A stroke of luck, more than anything. He's under lock and key down in the dungeons.
And? Did you get anything out of him, sir?
It turns out he's a tough nut to crack. My men haven't yet got a word out of him.
What about Torture, sir.
That is just it. The men are superstitious. They say unclean work fits only for an executioner, and it seems we don't have one here. So they just beat him a little. But the bastard certainly knows how to hold his tongue.
Damn!
I thought you might also be interested in what he knows. He's most likely from the same band that attacked you. I don't know what you think about such superstitions, Lord Capon. But if you want to try and get something out of him, I will not hold you back. If he doesn't sing, he is of no use to us anyway. We need to know who he is in league with. Because it is not possible that they could evade us for so long without local support.
That's an offer that's hard to resist, Sir Otto. I have a whole list of questions for that scoundrel, and superstitions mean nothing to me.
All the instruments you need are right there. Make him regret the day he took up arms against us.
I'm surprised how tender-hearted your men are. Especially after what that band did to you and your captain. But I haven't forgotten. We'll get it out of him. The hard way, if need be.
I'm glad to hear it. You have already surprised me once or twice, so I'm interested to see if you can do it again. And if not, I shall just hang the bastard. As a warning to the others. Nevertheless, while we are dealing with nuisances, did you notice anything suspicious on my estate while I was away? Something that might put us on the trail of those scoundrels, say.
I'm afraid I can't help you there, sir. While you were away, I spent my time, hunting. And after that, I was a guest in your cellars.
That's true. And you, Henry?
I heard that the Inquisition is nosing around in Troskowitz.
Well, well. I would love to know what they are looking for here. I shall task Ulrich with finding out. It is a good thing you mentioned it. The best way to judge a noble is by those who serve him. And you are reflecting very well on Lord Capon. Now, to more pleasant business. My personal bodyguard, Lord Bartosz, also known as Black Bartosz, came back from Prague with me. An outstanding swordsman, among other things. So if you want to take your mind off things or fancy some training, as my esteemed guest, he will be at your service. You will most likely find him at the sword-fighting arena in the outer fortifications. For you, Henry, he will have a gift from my personal armory as a token of my gratitude for your services.
Thank you, sir.
Let's go a little farther so he doesn't hear us. Oh.
What do you think about it?
Are you talking about the torturing?
What else? Seems to me you were all too willing to do that dirty work.
What was I supposed to do? It was a goodwill gesture. What's more, we finally have a chance to put the screws on someone who at least has some answers. Besides, from what you said, you don't particularly mind dirty work.
You're right. In short, it's our task.
But don't get the wrong idea. I'm also hoping we'll manage it without nasty shit.
I don't even know how to torture properly.
I don't even know how to torture badly. For things like that, nobles have minions.
Only now the minions are...
Us. True. Come on. Let's get it over with as quickly as we can. Shit, shit, shit.